Welcome to Power User with Crash Long Johns. That's me. Today's topic is SharePoint pages with a rating of novice. In this video of SharePoint pages, we'll cover creating a page, layouts, and sections. So let's get started and jump over to the computer. Now that we're at the computer and where we left off last time, we have our Crash Long Johns communication site, and you should have your communication site that you created. And as we see, we decided to go with a blank, so there's nothing on here. But before I dive into looking at creating a page for other pages within your SharePoint site collection and the layout and sections that will be on your home page and also on various other pages and news posts, let me share with you where we're going with this and what we're trying to get you to. So that would be able to lay out your pages and put all the information on there with all these other web parts. Again, we'll talk about web parts in a future video coming up in the SharePoint Online Novice series. So let's actually look at what's called the SharePoint Lookbook by Microsoft. It's lookbook.microsoft.com, and it gives you a lot of inspiration to look at on various different inspirations for layouts and sectioning that out. So it helps you get inspired. I'm going to share a few here instead of going through all of them, just for time's sake. So this one's the perspective. It kind of gives news, video, personalized content. As I scroll this down, you can see what that page would actually look like. And the nice thing about this is Microsoft also provides what site features were utilized, what web parts utilized, and what content was included. Here's another look at the staff homepage. So another variation of a page that was built out. And last, we have our Human Resources Hub. So this one's kind of using a hub, which we will cover that in a future video within the SharePoint Novice Online series. And this one, again, just focusing on the news and resources, but it gives you an idea of what the various pages could be done with different layouts. So that's kind of where we're leading you up to. So right now we're going to go back to the Crash Long Johns home. And I'm going to go ahead and with our home page here, I'm going to hit the edit, which will be the pencil. And if you see a pencil, pretty much means that you can edit something. And for the most part, owners and members will be able to edit on your communication site. Again, visitors, which is your readers, won't be able to do the edits. Now that we're in edit mode, you'll see that we have a little plus, which is going to be dealing with it, add a new web part, but we're going to cover that in a future one. Right now, we're just going to be looking at your layout and sections. So over here, we have this plus icon that says add a new section. We're going to click that. And this section layout gives us options of 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, full width section, 1/3 right column, 1/3 left, and a vertical section. In this case, I'm going to just start us out with 3. As you see, we have 3. If I go down here to the add a new section, now I can go ahead and say I need 2. So we got 3 and 2, and so forth. I can add 1. Now I have 1, 2, 3. So this helps lay out like where you want to position things and laying out your page. If I need to go back to this particular section, we have edit section. We also have move section, so I can move the sections around. I can make a duplicate of that section, or I can delete the section altogether. So in this case, let's go ahead and hit edit section. This pulls up the section pop out, and with this, I can actually change it. Like, oh, I had 3 columns. You know, I actually want to do a 1/3 right instead. So now I've changed that to 1/3 right. I can also make where that one's gray, a little maybe off teal. So we can definitely mess around with a different look. From there, next part would be eventually getting us in talking about the web parts. But again, we're not quite there yet because now we're going to go ahead and hit save as draft. And won't see anything right now because we don't have anything on there. We got our sections laid out. We have no web parts to show up yet or any information. If I publish the page, or if it might be in republish, if I publish that, then it's going to be live out there for any visitor or editor or owner that would be visiting your SharePoint site collection. To do something similar where, hey, I need a page that's going to be talking about other information that would be offsetting from my home page where I take them there, this is where we're going to do the new, and I'm going to hit page. And right now it's going to give us the option blank, visual, or basic. I'm going to do some basic text. This gives us kind of some filler. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit create a page. I'm going to name that page. I'm just going to say Crash Long John's testing. And then, as you can see, it already has some information on there because I was just getting. And I'm going to go ahead and hit turn off my comments. And you might have comments showing, comments might not be showing based on depending on what your corporation has set that up as. And we're going to go ahead and hit save as draft. As you see now, we can see that was sectioned out. Those are 2 sections and it's all sectioned out. That's what it looked like once you get information put onto the site. And then once you're ready to publish, hit publish, and now it's going to be visible to any of your visitors that are visiting your site collection. Now let's look at going back to our Crash Long John's home. And as we mentioned, if I go edit, you'll see that we already have our sections laid out. We got our 1/3 right, our 2, our full one. So what we're going to do is in our next SharePoint Online Novice series video, we're going to cover a few of the SharePoint Online web parts. And then if you appreciated this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe to be updated on all the new content that will be coming weekly. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Until next time, keep learning.